Hey guys, welcome to Jen Lowry Writes. All right, today I actually started streaming, like doing my work earlier this morning. After I finished my word count, I got 2,000 words. Cannot believe that it like hit 2,000. I took a picture. I showed everybody live. I got to that 2,000 and then I started working because I did not have anyone like live with me at the time. I was just on a roll and I was not doing all the breaks. I didn't move to images and I just wrote. So it was like over an hour and I got my 2,000 words in. So I was still working on some things for sweet potato in the morning. So I was just ready to do some things and did them. And so now I'm continuing that work and I want to share with you guys what I do as far as my process as an author when I'm going and making determinations on how I'm going to move forward with things. I don't just try to, create something brand new. I understand that authors have come before me. Yeah, I'm live now, Tish. Yeah, authors have come. Yeah, I'm on Twitch too. So hopefully it's working. Hopefully I'm over there. Yeah, Ann texted me too. They're doing our school board conversations and they were right in on transportation, which a lot of my students might have questions about. So I was like, okay, thanks, Tish. I love the because I think we'll have more people over popping in probably on Twitch. Hey, Tish. So I was talking about, I hit the word count this morning early because I was like forgetting to set my timer. I was terrible at word sprints today. It was like I was just typing and then I was like, oh, wait, I've been typing for a long time without a break. And I looked down and I had not even set my timer. I'm like, come on, really? However, it was working and I got my work done like really quick. So yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of dings. I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. Because they're doing the school board meeting right now and they've just laid out our possible plans. So they're doing it now on YouTube. That's why they're doing it live. That's why I was like debating about coming in, but I knew I needed to. So my friends, we're all watching it together. And so we're going back and forth talking about it. Oh, cool, Ann. Ann's got her some music going on. So let us know what it is, Ann. So I wanted to share with you guys, I know Ann and Tish know. They're over here with me on Twitch. If anybody finds us on YouTube, y'all will be like, who is she talking to? I hang out I like my Twitch platform. So I was saying, you guys know that I like to research other authors, other platforms. Oh, Tish got it. Awesome, girl. Yeah, Ann's not an early morning writer. She said she's better in the afternoon. I'm a morning writer. I love getting it done. You will not believe how I walk away from this space in the morning knowing that I can go have a refill of coffee with my kids, that I can have lunch, and my writing is done. Then I can talk about it. And I was like, oh, got to share this. Oh, cool, Ann. Yeah, we don't have it. But, so congratulations, Tish. And thanks for looking at my book cover, Tish. And my friend Riley Cross, she actually came up with that tagline for me. We were going back and forth with the tagline, and I had "The truth shall set you free." And she was like, okay, we got to get more original than that, Jen. How about this? And she gave me that line, and I was like, okay, you might have been joking, but I'm taking it. I'm using it. And I showed her. I named a character Lydia. I like asking her, who would you want to be named like a character for? Like, seriously. I was excited. I was really excited about the book cover. I couldn't sleep last night, and that's what I was doing. I finished reading a book. Oh my gosh, y'all. Come Find Me. Oh, it is a young adult thriller. It has some twist up in there. That's all I'm saying. You think it's about aliens? It's not. That's all I'm saying. It's all I'm saying. It's some crazy stuff. No spoiler alerts here. I'm not going to talk any more about it. But anyway, could not put it down. I was just going to read that chapter. Yeah, right, Anne. You knew. Anne was like, that's the hardest thing to do. I read the whole thing last night. And then I was like so wired from reading it. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to work on my book cover a little bit before I go to sleep. I had to kind of transition the thoughts of that book out of my head and then work on my own stuff. And then this morning, I was so not doing the writing sprints right. Oh, cool. Have you read it yet, or you got it on your list to read? I'm reading another young adult sci-fi thriller. I'm going sci-fi thriller this time just to see the patterns and the beats. I'm finding thrillers. I'm finding thrillers that I can also use for my classroom too and make recommendations for my 9th grade students or any student that I work with. So, and I know a lot of kids would love to read a book about gaming. And so I was really searching for a book and I found one. So we're doing Warcross. Here's how you can look that one up if you guys are interested. This one's a YA thriller by Marie Lu. I think that's it. Let me go back and look. She wrote Legends. I haven't read that one yet either, but you can get 39 pages available of Warcross on Google Preview just to see what you think. But it's book 1, and it's about a teenage hacker who is getting caught up in a world championship gaming competition. So I'm like, okay, I bet some of my high school students would love to read that, my 9th graders, especially the kids that I just finished up, because I had kids who were doing Fortnite competitions and winning. And I'm sure, I wrote them a whole screenplay about getting caught into Apex Legends and Fortnite. So I am sure that they would have loved that. Yeah, Tish, it's a series. That's the one that I'm going to, so let me tell you this. Okay, so I'm really excited about it. So yesterday I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, I was like, okay, I've got to pull up my note-taking sheet. Because we have this sheet about ideas for teacher resources and resources to build for books that can help support learners, can help support readers in general, homeschool families, readers. We made, okay, guys, it was such a cool thing. We made 52 suggestions. 52, that's quite a lot of what we could do to help support teachers. And so I've been going through the 52, kind of looking at it to see what could I add to my website. And then we did a website review, Tish. So Anne was on that one with me, and she was working on her blog and stuff. And I was doing a website review, but she was just kind of hanging out. And I looked at 4 different YA middle grade type author pages. And I wanted to see what they were putting on their sites. And I love the Wizarding World. I mean, let's just get real. Come on. It's a Harry Potter website. And you know how cool that website is. And so I made a list of what was necessarily public on there. Not just something that I could create on Canva and send as a PDF attachment. But how could I take it one step further and actually build a page that would have all of the resources right there, because that way I can just send teachers to my website. Things can get updated as we move along. Students can go to my website. Teachers can assign it. And so I'm like, that's even better, than just creating one of those PDF educators guides. Not to say that's a bad idea. I'm still going to create one of those for Sweet Potato Jones, because there could be teachers that would like that novel guide companion. But I think having that place online, kind of like with the Wizarding World, is even a better opportunity for me to be able to support teachers, especially with us going in the fall with virtual. Like we found out today, some new changes, and it's like, okay, so if kids are going to be virtual for 2 weeks at a time, what does that look like? What could that look like if they go forward with this plan? I think that's something that we need to, as authors that are writing for that K-12 audience, that's something that we need to start contemplating now, even if it's just a little bit on our website. What is that little bit? What is it going to look like? And so I decided to create a book club, because yesterday I woke up and it said Soul Food Book Club. I sent you that image. And then yesterday I had the idea, but I didn't quite know how to get that idea rolling. Like, what would it take? What do I need to do? And so I started praying about it, started researching, started thinking about what books would I put up there. Always knowing that parents are sometimes can be those gatekeepers for K-12 books. I am not going to be a gatekeeper for people. People can find a book. If they want to review that content, they have that opportunity to do that. They can go to Common Sense Media. They can check. I don't know if you guys know about Common Sense Media, but you can go right now. Not all books are on there, though, because like Come Find Me wasn't on there, and I just jumped in it and read it. It was a YA thriller. But Warcross is on there. So that means that would be a good pick for me for my book club. Just because it's on Common Sense Media, and families would be able to check it and say whether or not they wanted their child, to go and read that, or if adults wanted to check that book for the content prior to, they could check it. So I decided to try to at least go with a book that it could have that as well as a support. So I'm excited. I put it out there yesterday. Anybody got any YA, contemporary? I was doing all the research myself. I was just, going through book list after book list, and Marie Lou's name just kept coming up. And I was like, I've never read anything from her. Solomon said, that's my oldest, he said he knew Legends. He knew about that book, but he hadn't read it yet. We checked it out. I also wanted to make sure, like for me, that it could be on Libby, because I want students to be able to have access to the books. So like our adults to have access to these books. Go, Ann. Ann, you set 5,000 for your whole month goal. You'll have that done in a week, girl. But so anyway, I was looking at how are book clubs, like how are they set up, and what kind of resources do they tap into? What kind of platforms are already out there that help support book clubs? Because if we're going to hold a book club, here's the way that, that Ann and I did it. Ann and I and another friend of mine, another writer, she's from Australia, we picked a time that would work for all of us. Oh, good, Ann, get that library card. I am such a proponent for library cards. Please, everybody in the whole world, get a library card. Please, please. Get a library card for everybody in your whole family. Don't share them, because you have a limit on Libby or like Overdrive. Like you can get so many. Like for us, like with the holds, I don't want to like put things on hold and then my son not be able to get his own materials. You can get it to be a Kindle read. You can have it read right on the app. I read them on Libby. I'm used to it now. I do the blackout because I like everything like that for my eyes. But and so I think I lost my train of thought here. I was saying the book clubs, like what are some already, like some platforms. So when Ann, Kim, and I did it, we did Roald Dahl. We did all of, we did the Roald Dahl stuff. We were doing the children's lit, because at that time we were working in that. So Kim and I were working in that genre in middle grades, and we did tons of middle grades horror. Like seriously, that was our stuff. So, I found another writer that was kind of following along the same vein as I was, and we would break it apart for research. So we read the first Goosebumps. We didn't just go and pick like a random Goosebumps book. We read actual book one, like the gateway, the entry point into the Goosebumps world, and to break it apart. We talked about what we liked. We did the graveyard book. I mean, we did so many books through that experience, and we met on Fridays, and we had our set time. Well, then there was a couple of times I'd had a migraine. There was a couple of times when I had interviews set up and I couldn't meet. I had to rearrange things. And then it was like, okay, we've got enough research in this genre. Let's go out and we're writing. So we were writing at that point. And so we kind of like put it on hold. So it's not like, I've not been involved in book clubs before. The virtual book club is amazing. However, I was thinking there's got to be a better way. Like there's got to be a way for us to be able to, yeah, and that's good. There's got to be a way for us to be able to hold virtual book clubs where we can have online discussions, but it's not like we have to show up at a particular time. Like I'm already showing up here at 3. That's going to soon change in August because I have to go back to work. Like I'm not going to be able to do morning at all. No mornings. So right now I'm taking, advantage of these opportunities where I can do more streaming because I'm a teacher and we're out for the summer. But when it starts, my schedule is going to get really hectic. So I'm not going to be able to add one more virtual meeting, like a set time to my plate. I understand that August is going to change things dramatically. So what could I do with a book club online, still keep it active, and still be able to pop in every now and then? And so I've researched them. I don't know if you guys have ever done an online book club. Like, I would love for you to put in the comments if you belong to an online book club, or if you would be interested in an online book club. But now you guys know what I read now. So I read MG. I read middle grades like crazy. Middle grades are my favorite to read, and I read YA. And so adults books I don't read. Now I did just finish Paper Ghost, but I wouldn't read that one in a book club. That was a personal research for me from my thriller. I don't read a lot of adult books. I'm going to be just quite frank with you guys. I am more of this MG reader. I love writing middle grades. I just finished 2 middle grades before stepping into this thriller. So I wrote The Fae of Averly and Bad to the Bone Club. So I'm planning for the rest of my life to stay probably within the realm of that K-12, just because that's my life. Like I live this stuff and I enjoy it. And then I have, an opportunity to read adult novels every now and then. Now I'm writing an adult thriller. So as you guys see, Tish, what I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of research. And so I'm in some of the adult thrillers right now. And I picked up Carrie again by Stephen King. There's so much adult words and just content. I'm an MG reader. But this book club for the first 5 months, I want to focus in on the YA world because I teach high school. It fits with my job. It would help me to advance my understanding of what's out there. And I'm finding thrillers. Like I'm finding a YA thriller. So the thing about the YA world in today, when I say clean books, contemporary books, there may be some references in there that might kind of be at a crossover level in YA. So that's where I will tell people, check the books, make sure that you feel comfortable with the content of these books. That's why Common Sense Media is important. I actually built that on the rules. So I'm going to show you guys what I did, okay? Now, I'm a Twilight person. Midnight Sun is coming out. That's all I'm saying. So I've already got 3 books planned. Okay. You already know what they are, but I want to share the screen because I'm really excited about this, and it's going to evolve. So that's the thing that I want to tell all of you guys. So Warcross is the first one. Okay. Oh, I love that cover. I'm going to show you Warcross. This is the first book. Oh, wow, that cover looks so different than the one I just took a picture of. And so do you see the look inside? So the look inside here, let's see how far it's going to take you. I'm trying not to give it away. So it takes you quite a lot in here for you to be able to do the look inside. Hopefully people will be able to find some of the books. Look, Player, Hunter, Hacker, Pawn. Look at that cover. Come on, don't you want to read it? Like, it is amazing. So I really love the premise of this book. It has a huge blurb. It's a sci-fi thriller, something new for me. Okay, my husband was like, what? Sci-fi? Jen, really? And I'm like, yep, because my husband is a huge sci-fi person. And so he just had me watch a sci-fi movie a couple of weeks ago. Gosh, what was the name of that thing? Stargate. Because he was like, you haven't watched that? I mean, my husband is huge into sci-fi, but I'm into the thrillers right now. So I'm like, why not? Let's give it a try. And it gets tons of top picks, guys. I mean, like, huge in the reviews. Huge. And it says dystopian romance. So Fahrenheit 451 is one of my favorite books. It is a dystopian, and I'm all about that romance too, of how people are pulling in romance. So I would love to see the subplots and how that's being worked out in this YA book. So that's the book I chose for our first one. So here was the thing. When I was actually doing this with oh, what, Tish? You said, oh no, really? Wow. I'm trying to figure out what Tish is saying here. Let me do mind control. Oh no, really? Wow. See if you can find Warcross in your library. Read. So the way Ann and I were doing it with Kim, we were reading books every single week. So it wasn't just like, you know, you don't like Twilight, Tish? Oh, no. Oh, no. Tish, I'm stopping everything. Oh, good. You found Warcross? Awesome. Tish, seriously, there's so many people. Oh, wait. I thought you were saying you did. And I was like, Tish, I was going to try to like hypnotize you somehow. So Allison has never read it. Okay, guys, I messaged Allison because Allison messaged me yesterday when Twilight is my stuff, Tish. I cannot even tell you. I hope you know about Midnight Sun. You know, it's coming out. I already got it. I ordered it yesterday. So Allison messaged me yesterday. She's like, I see that you're talking about a book club. I want to be a part of this thing. And I'm like, of course you can be a part of it. And we're reading Twilight. Oh my gosh, my kids love it. I made Eli watch them all. Like, I forced him. I forced that man. He could not get away. Oh, I can't even tell you. That's why I think I'm excited. Tish, I think I'm excited. Listen, August is going to be a tough month for me, y'all. Okay. because my son's going off to college, I'm having to start back work and all of this upheaval. But we got midnight sun. I got to look at the positive things, right? I got to look at the positives. So yeah, Tish. So that's our next read after Warcross. So we're going to go from sci-fi thriller, then we're going to move to paranormal romance, then we're going to move to Sweet Potato Jones in September, because I wanted to run that one for teachers in September, and I could be available for people if they had questions. We could book discussions. And so I was planning on creating all of that stuff now. Why do it now? Why not do it in real time with real readers? So the book club helped define my calendar. It helped me slow down and say, just wait to do that work for your website in real time in September. And so because the book doesn't come out till August 18th, I'm not going to run 2 books a month. And so that's what I was saying about Ann and I. Ann and I were reading a book a week. And so we read what? Ann even went past what we had assigned in the book club. And Ann was reading, she read Charlie and the Glass Elevator after we read Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. She even went to book 2. And we quit after book 1. But we were reading a book a week. I wanted to read a book a month. I'm going to pace this thing. A book a month. And like, it's 500. Like, I read 500 some pages yesterday on Kindle. I mean, it's a lot different when it's like that. But Warcross, let's see, it is 368 pages. And it was published by G.P. Putnam Sons Books for Young Readers. It's high ratings. And then there we go. There's our author. Look, she jumped into the video game industry, which is so cool. She plays Assassin's Creed and getting stuck in traffic. Love her bio. I'm actually going to reach out to her and ask her would she like to do a short clip video for us for it. So, they can say no, but it would be really cool. Oh yeah, Tish. I pre-ordered it yesterday, and I'm going to tell you why, because my friend Carol and I have been talking about it. Carol had already ordered it, right? Carol was the one that told me about it first. And I was like, I'm not going to pre-order. The day it comes out, I want to do like I always did. And I actually got all my Twilight copies at Walmart. They were on the shelf. Then I was like, you know what? When I went to Amazon yesterday, it's the guaranteed shipment at my home delivery on August 4th. I was like, bye. I don't have to. And I messaged, I talked to Carol back and forth. We were on Instagram. And she was like, I told you, yeah, it was just like how the Harry Potter ones came out. Like they would come like right then. So I got it. I got it yesterday. So I was super excited. Through the eyes of Edward, like for real. That's all I'm saying. And so I want to show you guys what I did. So I did a thing. Okay, I'm going to go back, share the screen. So I'm building it. So, and I did let people know that found my website. If they found my website, it was going to be a work in progress. So when you go to free resources, here it is, Sweet Potato Jones Reese. So check out the updates. Okay, so now Soul Food Book Club, YA fiction and sweet romance for teens. See, these are the only 2 that I've built. The rest of these are just like kind of like the coming soon kind of thing. But when you click here, I have a page, the Soul Food Book Club, books that feed the soul. And I've went in and I've already updated so people can see we have the July, August, and September book of the month. And then October, November, and December, we shall see what those look like. But this is going to be for people who love YA and middle grades. But particularly like the YA, especially with me teaching English 1. Look, I wrote, this is a must in my life. At midnight, when I put that picture up there, I was like, okay. So I have the hashtag Soul Food Book Club. And then I was like, what is it going to be? Like, where are people going to be able to go to manage this thing? And so I love Reese Witherspoon. And I don't know if you guys have ever, so you did good site. It's easy to navigate. Well, yeah, I'm hoping so. And I'm researching. So right now I announced the book today. This is the book that we're going to be doing. That way it gives people time for the whole month. It's not like they have to get it on a day and we have to read it by Friday. That's the thing that Ann and I were doing with Kim. We were reading a book a week, but we were doing it for author research. Okay. We were really into it. And I valued it tremendously because the whole Roald Dahl experience gave me the freedom that I needed to write that scene of them writing song lyrics with pillows and blankets in a bathtub and offbeat. And so I will say that I absolutely love the way that the research for me pulls me to go further and deeper with my own writing. But this book club is not for author research. It's just for fun. It's just for us to be able to hang out, talk about books, and to stretch ourselves, to put ourselves in different genres, because I need that. I need to say, okay, how about a sci-fi thriller? Let's try this. And so I work that out in my mind of that's why we were going to pick that book first too. Peyton might actually like that Warcross book, Tish. That premise of that book sounds so cool. So that's why I'm excited about it. But then you can check Common Sense Media and you can look at Warcross, and then you can make the decision as the parent, and you can read it with with your child. So so like the thing about Common Sense Media is when you click on it, it can tell you, the language, the mature content, all of those different kind of things. And so you can if you are kind of one of the gatekeepers with books, that can be something that can help you make decisions too. That might be something you want to read and wait till she's older, or you might say, hey, we're reading this, or we'll read it together. But it looks pretty cool. Okay, so I did that thing. So I got the website going. At least the website kind of shows these are the 3 books that we're going to be working. And I'm going to continue to add some books here as I look at list. I'm going to try to look for books that are not just, award winners, but newer books, current reads, and books that we might have missed. And so, like I said, I got sci-fi, I've got paranormal, and then I've got sweet romance. And so I've got 3 on the top that are so different from one another. And that's what I want this bottom to reflect. And so I'm going to move from here, and I'm going to show you guys this website, Hello Sunshine, which is, as you know, Reese's Book Club. This is Reese Witherspoon's book club. And so she has her latest pick. I love that right there. Elevating women's stories is at the core of Reese's Book Club. I love how this community champions the narrative for women, and we are just getting started. Like, I just love this whole setup. And so you guys know that I like looking at the way that people set up their websites and how they run things. It helps me as a guide. And so because I admire what Reese Witherspoon has done with Hello Sunshine, I'm just going to let you guys know that this is an inspiration for me. Mine will never look like this. Mine will never get this advanced. Trust me, she has people that run this thing for her too. However, I love that Reese's Book Club sparks thought, joy, and conversation. And so do you see where it says join the conversation? And so you click here. I'm going to go ahead and do the follow for Reese's Book Club because her link on Goodreads doesn't pull to this. It says it's an inactive. So you see each month she picks a book she loves with a woman at the center of the story, and it's Read with Reese. And there you go. There's hers for June, and there's for July. And then when you come over here, you can see this little link, and it shows all of the different books that she's posting. And then I need to get back. I've got too many tabs open. If my student shows up, he's going to scream. And so it shows you that she's pulling herself. She has her own Instagram for the Soul Food Book Club. So that might happen. But ours would be YA and MG Reads more than anything. And so using other platforms to see, like researching other platforms, using what they've already done as kind of like models is just something that I love to do. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. Why? I mean, it's already out there. Let's learn from it. I do want a YAMG place. I want a place where we can talk about books that I love. I want to, join in on conversations with people about. So this is something cool for me. And if it's just me and you, Tish, it's just me and you. We're good. And Allison. We'll be 3 of us. And we'll be reading. And we just got to convince Allison to read Twilight before she reads Midnight Sun. I think we should pull her into the Twilight universe. So there we go. And I'm learning, and it's going to grow. I was also looking at like 14 online book clubs you can join right now, just to kind of go and check their sites. So I went to all of these different ones. That's where yesterday everybody kind of had they had like a logo and they had all that. I was like, I need that logo for mine. And that's when I created that on Canva. And then I created this thing, Soul Food Book Club. Because I was like, where do people discuss books? And Goodreads is a place for that. And that's an avenue that I found the Reese Witherspoon place has their own book club. And so let me see. You are a member. Look, I'm the moderator. And so I created this not too long ago. Probably maybe around 2 o'clock today. And so let me see if I can go ahead and share this in the settings. Oh, I know. And so that's the thing, Tish. Let's talk about it because see if that works. See if that link works. If it doesn't work, I'll figure out a way to show it to you guys. So, yeah, and that's the thing about, that's why only one a month is going to work for me to lead discussions like just this book for the month. We did that, Tish. We did live talks on Fridays. The issue with that is that we're already here and we're already streamers. We're streaming in the morning. We're streaming in the afternoon. We meet on Saturdays. We already have a lot. Not everyone would be able to meet at a certain time. So I think that the discussion posts are a great opportunity for people to draw attention to themes, chapters they love, going in and breaking up the book, having discussion questions about the book, and letting it be an easy access point for people to come in and out. But I'm still, like I said, growing in this model. I'm growing in this concept. One, I created the site. Two, I have my Goodreads now for it. And three, I've got the book list, at least for the next 3 months. So I've made progress since yesterday, but I'm still trying to figure out the best way for the framework. Right now is promoting it and saying, hey, we're here. We're going to start reading this book. And then you guys can tell me, yay, it worked. So I did make the group public. I don't want it to be something where people have to do all kinds of secret things. However, if they do join, I did a clear understanding that this is a safe place, that if there are any negative bashing comments to people, discriminatory acts, if there is anything, there's not going to even be a warning. There's going to be an automatic removal from the group, and moderators would be able to do that. So I'm feeling pretty clear that something went wrong. I'm feeling pretty clear on that, understanding that that's just how I roll. Like, it's out. It's not going to be a 3 strikes you're out issue. So I think that the forum type situation could be very beneficial for readers because they're able to go in and out of a forum and be able to talk books. Then we could post videos about it. We could have places where people could put in, material and things and maybe lead discussions, but I'm still trying to kind of get my mind around the Goodreads piece. And so that's what I was researching. Before I came on here, I was researching, should the group be private? Should the group be public? And then I went, no, it needs to be public. I want people to have access to it. But I did set up that before they post in the forum, that they have the guidelines, they have rules, that it's going to pop up. So, which it did when they post for the first time, it's going to show them. And then right now, I'm the moderator of the group. And, I was pulling up things like, so now that I know that it works, I can now go to my GoDaddy. This 3 o'clock is a working session, a brainstorming session, share. You guys could do, like I told you guys before, like the cozy mystery, since that's your thing. It was really easy to set up the Goodreads group. I will tell you that. Super simple to do. And if we're already reading in the genres that we love, right? We're already reading the books that we love. It shouldn't be a weight. It should be an extension and an addition. And then these books can become part of repurposed material where we can use them for blogs, book reviews. We can do, we're using them for research too, even though this is for joy. I mean, everything I read, pretty much, I will do. But the book club won't be set up that way. It won't be the way we did it. Ann and I and Kim, we were breaking apart those, like, the author techniques. We were looking at it from that writer's angle. The book club is going to be not like that. It's going to be from reader enjoyment. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my page, Soul Food Book Club. And I'm going to do a link to the Goodreads. And I'm going to, okay, I'm going to come down, add a section, and it's content. And it's this little one. And I'm going to put, thanks for checking out my online book club. Please head over to Goodreads to our page where we'll be hanging out to discuss books. It says you can add videos. I can also add videos here to my website. But for right now, I'm going to have it where it's Goodreads. And it's going to say Soul Food Book Club on Goodreads. Done. And now I've linked it. So if people find my website, let's say they do, you know, I only get like 3,000 hits a month. So it's not like my website is pulling like tons of people. But let's say if they find this and they go, oh, Jen's got a book club. I didn't know that. Then they can click on that, and it's not something that's a secret. It's not something that they have to get in onto the forum. The forum is going to be open. Okay, and I did my first post on Goodreads. So let me go back to the Goodreads account. So I've already updated my website. And it's in my groups. So now I have one member, and it's me. You have no friends in this group. I can invite some friends. So let's see. Let me see if Tish is on there. Let's see. I'm following you, Tish. Where do you do ask to be friends? Let's see. Is it a button here? Add to my favorite authors. I'm wondering, how do people do that? I don't utilize Goodreads enough, and I will be honest. We need to, and I don't. Okay. I am looking. Somebody asked to be my friend today. Anne. Let's look up Anne's. There's Anne on Goodreads. I'm following Anne. How do you ask to be friends? Yeah, we need to. Yeah, Anne, you can put your new picture, the one that Tish made for you. Inner Vision is on there. I gave it a rating. I had already rated it when I read it before. I rated Inner Vision to prep for the podcast. Okay. I can't find how to add you as a friend. I don't know. I'm hoping people will be able to get into the group. Tish said that she could see it. Maybe you don't need to be in the group if it's public. If I hit invite and do a manual, get the link. Here, what does this do? Yeah, and I was there. Here, I'm putting in this big link in here. this invite. I don't know. Yeah, and I'd already reviewed your work and all of that, but I don't know where to find Facebook. Sign in to invite your Facebook friends. Okay. Please. Okay, so let's see what to do here. I'm in. Show me one of one. And that's the thing. I'm going to learn it. Share this group on Twitter. Soul Food Book Club. Book Club. I'm hashtagging it. I'm putting it up on Twitter. It's there. And now I'm looking for the pin it, which it won't let me pin because it's saying there's a picture that will attach itself through the Pinterest piece. Okay. We'll see if that link works. I'm going to did I close out my Goodreads? And I am learning. Must have closed it out. More discussions. One post, one view. And then events. So I could set up an event, add an event. Event start date. I could do kind of like a check-in. I have one more webinar. We could be on Twitch and we could check in on Twitch. I don't want it to be on my webinar date. Let me go double check my webinar date. Because I have one more webinar for the year. It's and it's going to be on Twitch too. The 29th. So we can do like a middle of the month check-in. I always do them on, we'll do Thursdays, the 16th, July the 16th. And I'll do it at 3 o'clock. And that'll be like a mid-month check-in. The event date will end on the 16th. Let's do 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We can just have a book talk about what we liked about the halfway part. Last day to RSVP. I'm just going to do it for that day because it's going to be live. So and then people can get in and do the chat. Okay. So it will be called the Warcross check-in. Pause reading room. And then it's going to be on Twitch and event site, book club meeting. And then I'll put the Twitch address on there. And then there we go. Description. Let's talk Warcross together live on Twitch. Reminder for people who responded. I'll give them, list this event in public. Anyone in this group can send invites. Email me when guests reply. Save. I don't want to have an email. People can just show up. Anne is a group member. Anne, you just showed up. So the link, it must have worked. Oh, okay. I'm back now, Anne. I see your comments. Okay, Anne, so there we go. So hopefully I've got you. I'm going to invite you to this event. Let's see what it looks like. Hey, I'm inviting you to this event. And then I'm going to hit invite. I don't know what it's going to do, Anne. Never done this before in my life. But I said that the event was from 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. So we're definitely not having Why is it a.m., people? Jesus. It's in military time. 1,500 hours? Like, really? Like, really? 1,400 hours. Learn something new. 1,500 hours. Save. Okay, so then it says 3 p.m., 2 p.m. What the world? 16. I did the wrong number. Okay. All right. Look, venue, Twitch, USA. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, that would be a good day to talk about books. One yes, one not yet responded. I said yes because I made it. Okay. And that was just me, like, personally inviting. So we got our first event. And then I can go ahead and set up the second event, which would be at the end of the month. Might as well just go ahead and set it up now, which would be the 30th. Add an event. Wait, I want to add it in the group. Okay. And then I'm going to add, there it is, add an event. And so I can show you guys how easy it is to add an event. Did you get my response? I responded. I got, it's updating. Let me check. So let me add this event really fast because I'm going to now do the 30th. And it was at 15. And then it would end on the 30th. This would be our last day on that Thursday. I'll do the middle Thursday of the month and the last Thursday or something like that for this one. Okay, and the last day for people to respond is on the 30th. Because they can just jump in. Okay. Soul Food Book Club review of Warcross. reading room. Okay, Twitch. Book club meeting. And then we're going to do Twitch. And then join us in the reading room live, where we'll review our thoughts about Warcross by Marie Lou. Okay, save. So I did, oh, Tish is here. So now I've got Anne and Tish. So now I'm going to just click it, just so I already invited. Here, I'm just going to click it again, guys. This is like the final. Tish, I decided to do, you can do events in here. We're going to be on, possibly on Twitch anyway. Might as well have a middle of the month check-in and the end of the month check-in. And then when school starts back, it'll just be a little different. Well, I can do what I can. So I got, let's see, I got one yes so far for the event. Hey, dear. So, Anne, I know you said I saw where you joined, Anne, but I don't see where you might have, when I invited you to attend the event. So I don't know if you got that one yet or not. I'm going to go back to groups and I'm going to check it again. Love this, guys. So Warcross reading room, Soul Food Book Club reading room review. I could change that to mid-month review. So that way when people saw it just by the title, let me go in and I fix that. 2 said yes. Oh yeah, 4 minutes ago. So this is a teacher texting me right now. Okay. There we go. Hopefully it'll be, Goodreads will be accessible. Anne's going to let us know. I'm sure you will, Anne, if you have issues. And then there's 3 members. You have no friends in the Soul Food author group. So my thing is how do I invite friends? I don't know. I wanted you guys to be my friend on Goodreads. I don't know. That's the one thing I don't know how to do. But do you see where it says videos? No videos have been added yet. Add one now, which is really cool. Oh, look, there's a poll. This group has no polls. Add a new poll. Question. What's your favorite genre to read in YA&G? And then answers. Then you could say sweet romance, sci-fi. I just love polls. Fantasy, thriller, contemporary. Okay. Poll dates. Fun. Start at today. End at the last day of the month. We can run this whole poll the whole month. Feature this poll on the group homepage. And we can make this poll anonymous. Or not. Save. Okay, let's see. Oh, I went to my author profile. I'm wondering if it shows that I have a group. Jan's Bookshelves, my friends. How do I get friends? That's what I want to know. So I don't know how to pick friends. People have... Funny, because I don't know how to work it. Okay, let me go friends. Maybe, no, that's the same thing I was just on. Find friends. Okay, so if I type in your names, add as a friend, that's how you do it. See? And okay, I did pending request for you guys. Okay. And so now you guys could go in and update your Goodreads when you guys get a chance. Get all of your stuff current. See if the poll showed up. Well, y'all saw me add the poll. I said for it to go to the home page. Let's see if it's in polls. Oh. What is your favorite to read? I think temporary. I voted. And then photos. What's the photos? Oh. Add more photos. And then I can come in here and then I can do Warcross by Marie. Image of our July 2020 Soul Food Book Club selection. Book of the month. I don't know if it's going to let us do it. We'll see. Yep. And then I can add it. And then I could come in and just add more photos. And then I could do Midnight Sun, August, Book August, Soul Food Book Club selection. Oh, that's not where the title went, did it? I think I just had the title of the book. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I was like, what am I doing? I mean, it's wrong for girls and me. Okay. And then I will put Soul Food Book Club selection August 2020. Book discussion. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm glad, Anne, that you're seeing. So you all saw how like easy running a group would be, like creating an event, setting up images up there, putting up a poll, asking for, here's the book. I just did the announcement of the book today. And then I'm going to go online. I'm going to look to see what resources are out there about the author that I could share. That could help that author out, send them that author to the website. We could check out we could kind of just have that author in our trajectory for the month of July. But you guys with your cozy mysteries, or with whatever genre, any of you guys who are catching this later, this banked video, creating a book club, like for me, for YA middle grades, perfect. And instead of doing a book a week, like I was doing, and at a set time, having this open like this is a lot easier for me to be able to manage in the long term. And I'm going to let Kim know that that's the book I'm reading. And that's something, if she wants to pick up that, because I know she's in the middle of an MG right now. So she's in the MG framework, not necessarily sci-fi thriller world, but I am going to let her know. I did reach out to one of my author friends who's writing a sci-fi, and I was like, hey, you ever heard of Marie Lu? She was like, no. Oh my gosh, this sounds so cool. So I shared that book information with her too. And you guys can put it out on your pages, and if anybody wants to read YA with us, they can. And Anne, I know you said you probably wouldn't be able to read Twilight because you've got a lot scheduled for the podcast. If you're not able to read this sci-fi, you can still stay with us. That way you can just see how this works. And then if you decide in the future to run your own thriller group or adult group, because I know you do adult reads, Anne. And so that's kind of like, for me, I'm in this YAMG world, and it's just where I fit. And yeah, you can hang out, check it out with us, and then it could be used as a model for you if that's something that you would want to explore later. And that's what I'll be doing. I'll be checking out other book club models before the middle of the month. I'll be adding just like some discussion questions, like who has started the book, where are you guys at as far as like your page count, just to kind of get like a feel of things for this first week. And so it's not going to be like super pressure. It's just something for fun. And I read thrillers. So, got some exciting, I'm no longer using Zoom. So, and a good thing about, but so you love your Zoom, and I'm, keep what's working for you. I found out today that on Restream, now we were only able to have 6 people in the room. Now we can have 10. And so we can actually get 10 WWJs up in here, y'all. So I'm going to open up if anybody wants to have just a hangout session on Twitch. We did a brainstorming meeting the other day. I thought it was very helpful. Like I said, we got over 50 items on our list. I'm going to open that up if any WWJs want to hop in, and let's do a Twitch session together. Talking about updates and what we can do to keep our websites current and all of that. I think it can be very beneficial. Today, I was really working on the book club because I know the book club could be beneficial for teachers. Teachers are always looking for ways to help increase students' reading engagement. So for the K-12 world, creating a book club and having Goodreads as a safe place for students to be able to interact, discuss, have open forums. I think that Goodreads is an opportunity for students to be able to not only monitor and do the book challenges of how many books they would like to read for the year, do the book reviews, it gets them at a place where they would be able to use it for their adult life as well. So I really encourage families to set up Goodreads accounts, set your kids up on that if you feel comfortable doing that in the homeschool setting or in just as a family. So that way your kids can start reviewing their books, putting a place where they've, this is the books that I've read. It keeps a tally of it. And it's just a great place for them to be able to get into some book discussions. So I would encourage it. And that's pretty much us for today. We went way over our hour. We did an hour and 20 minutes. But we were working and setting everything up. And so the afternoons are my setup times for Sweet Potato Jones, things that I'm doing to help advance teacher supports for the book right now. That's what I'm going to be focused on. These are what you could call promotional materials to whatever. All of my thoughts right now are that teachers are going back to school in August. And if you have written a book that is for that K-12 setting, what is it that you can do to help support learners, teachers, schools, districts? What can you do to help support them as they're transitioning into the fall, especially with so many people being in an online platform? Online book clubs, guys. I can't tell you how much that could be beneficial to students. So go for it. Go build yours. You saw how easy it was. Y'all, it literally, it took me 5 minutes to create a logo on Canva. I resized it for the header. I have a thumbnail. I got a description, quick and easy, clearly states that we're YAMG. The rules were, number one, you decide whether or not you're able to read the content. You need to research the books, and you need to make, that effort yourself, because if there's content in the book, that's on you to decide whether or not it's in your parameters. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not policing books. So that's number one. And then number two is just treat people with respect. If any of that goes, people are out. So I set those guidelines. 3, this is a safe learning place. It's a place just to hang out, talk about books. And hopefully people will find value out of it. And it's a place for people to go and talk about what we love. And it's got a really cool hashtag. So my hashtag is Soul Food Book Club. And that's where you're going to be seeing me post all of that out. So I hope that you guys have a blessed day. Love you guys. Consider having your own groups in the future. Pray about it. You're reading books anyway. That's all I'm going to say. No pressure, but just think about that. Yes, Ann already did. I sent it out on a tweet because inside the Goodreads, you can just hit tweet. Boom. It was done. So I did share it out on my Twitter. But I hope that you guys have a blessed one. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.